Guys, again, people who are just tuning in right now, we're doing the year in review. So now we have some sports-related epicness in the house. As most of you are aware, we just got done with ISL. So we have with us Anna, और जिसे अभिषेक मुलुकुटला, अन्ना बोलने पे मारता है यार. Abhishek Mulukutla, who is the part owner, co-owner of Team Titans, and from the core committee I have Surya. So guys, straight up, young ISL. It was how long? 6 months long. 6 months. 6 months long already. Say from Surya as organizing committee. You guys have seen it all. मतलब एक owner का perspective अलग हुआ है, तुम्हारा perspective बिल्कुल ही अलग हुआ. How was the journey been?
So definitely it had started off first, with the auctions. You had to go search for people who are willing to be team owners, and that was one of the first challenges that कौन है जो team खरीदना चाहता है, इतना पैसे invest करेगा. So 1-2 days before the auction itself, we were sitting in people's squads. I even went to Anna's squad one day before. He was making his pulao. And we were sitting and we were like, what is your range? So that our auctions go well and just get a market research like that. So one of the challenge just was to first get people to buy teams. From there, so it was good. We got, thanks to Anna and all the owners, we raised 30 lakh, which beat last year's record of 17 lakhs. Right, so we almost doubled it. And वो होते ही उसकी पूरी खबर फैल गई थी campus पे. Everyone was coming up to me and saying 30 lakhs हो गया है, and ISL की वहाँ पे marketing हो गई थी. From there, it went on to 6 months. So it was a great journey. And yesterday, the way it finished, you had to be there to see it. We had no idea who was going to finish first. And Titans came as champions.
Exactly. How interesting it must have been that the final event, the last event, actually decides the winner.
It was dramatic, I would say. Yeah, pata nahi tha. So we were leading 30 points before triathlon. It was either you first, you tie, or you come second. You don't know what's happening. It was between us and Nizams. And till the last race, the last person, Hamir running, we didn't know whether we will make it to the top. So it was so close. And unfortunately, one of the runners from Nizams was having cramps and he had to get out of the race, and we won. And see, it's not only that final race, but then it's the journey that we had. It's all the sports that we came through. I think it's the first time in ISL wherein two teams have come wherein in all the sports they haven't come last in any of the sport. It's Nizams and us. And this was one of the biggest takeaways. It will tell you a lot about the kind of sporting the spirit which is all the players played.
अन्ना तुम्हें को एक चीज बोल, तू ISB में तेरे को क्या कुछ scholarship मिला था क्या?
अरे यार जब हमने
हाँ या ना बोल, पहला बोल. ISB में आने के लिए स्कॉलरशिप मिला क्या?
नहीं.
25 लाख भरा, मतलब भरा. तेरे पास एक्स्ट्रा इतना पैसा आया कहाँ से ISL में डालने के लिए?
देख यार, बाकी लोगों का पता नहीं है, बट हमारी टीम में हमने एक काम किया था कि नो ओनर विल पुट इन मोर देन 50,000.
बस 50,000.
ओके. सो इट्स लाइक आई हैड अ लॉट ऑफ ओनर्स. इट्स काइंड ऑफ अ कॉन्ग्लोमरेट, आई वुड से.
तुमने टोटल कितना डाला था? 8.5 लाख.
We won 8.7
and maximum was 50,000.
Yes.
इसका मतलब है कि मिनिमम 17 ओनर्स हैं तुम्हारे पास.
मिनिमम, yes.
मिनिमम 17 ओनर्स, और उसमें सबसे ज्यादा तुमने डाला था, hence you became the de facto leader. ऐसा
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. So it was like we split our roles actually. So people who wanted to be the spots for sports, they were there. People who wanted to look at other activities like scheduling and stuff, so I was taking it up. And we also had one of the best persons who actually did the marketing for us. I think Titans is the most marketed team here. Yeah, thanks to Maithili. So she ensured that Titans was marketed well in the ISB. And I would also have to say that Titans is the only team who got sponsorship. We got a sponsorship of 1.5 lakhs from Ankis. Thanks to Sunil for that, to get the sponsorship. So yeah.
अच्छा, हेजल ने स्पॉन्सर नहीं किया?
अरे नहीं किया यार.
अच्छा, exactly अन्ना ये बता मुझे. When you finished your bidding for those 68 players, did you feel that you had the team to win? Let me put a more specific question. कौन से games में तुम्हें लगा कि भाई थोड़ा सा weak है? And which games kind of ended up surprising you?
So let me give you a history to that. ठीक है, जब हमने टीम खरीदा था, we had no clue what we should do. ठीक है, हमें so there's one thing about ISL is भाई तुम्हें alums रखना है तुम्हारी टीम में. ठीक है, if you don't have alum, then there is a lot of information asymmetry that will happen, and you will not know a lot of information about other alums or any other players who have played ISL before. So that is one of the most important things. But luckily I had some friends through whom I got contacts for last year ISL, one of the owners. He helped really well in giving me information of who plays how in the alum this thing. So we have done some research in terms of our current players. Okay. तो हमने एक ही सोचा था कि we created a pool of players. Okay. So if you say, I'll take an example. Football there are some 6 positions. So in that 6 positions, we had 2 or 3 options to buy in for, and we had few people who are for sure need to be bought in. Someone like Vidya football के लिए खरीदा नहीं frisbee के लिए. Someone like so Arnav was lucky this thing for us. We didn't want to wait for him, but then we got him lucky and he became our MVP. So he's one of the best things.
कितना बड़ा खुलासा हो गया यहाँ पे. Arnav, I hope you're listening to this.
He knows.
Basically मैं बता रहा हूँ, we thought that we will not get him. कि वो इतना hot potato रहेगा कि मिलने नहीं वाला है करके. लेकिन bidding किसने किया याद है कि नहीं?
Yes.
मतलब यहाँ पे आज तो कोई मौका ही नहीं छोड़ा जा रहा है. सब लोग यहाँ पे आगे अपना ट्रम्पेट इतने जोर से बजा रहे हैं.
I will also second that. So as soon as Vidya का नाम आया, I got auctioned to the Titans. I saw Vidya sat there and started off with this strategy. I really think personally, although I wasn't in the Titans, I saw how Vidya just being there during the auctions really helped the Titans and his strategy. He formed his frisbee team.
He really helped us getting Tej to above 100,000. So that we reduce the number of points for exams.
विद्या का अभी आप लोग देख नहीं पा रहे. पहुंच जाएगा. विद्या को अभी आप लोग देख नहीं पा रहे हो. विद्या अभी 6 फीट 4 इंच से 6 फीट 10 इंच हो चुका है यहाँ पे.
अच्छा मुझे एक चीज बताओ, did you watch the section wars closely? When did you decide कि भाई there is so much fun to be had, so much money to be made कि मैं खरीदूंगा और players play करूँगा? Did you watch the section wars closely?
We did watch the section wars. We had a few players because I was playing volleyball, and so it's actually I was engaged with sports. So I know quite a few players who play sports. So I had a good information about the current team at least. But frankly speaking, we weren't there for the money. The fact that we were putting only 50,000 meant that अगर equal experience we wanted to take it out of it. So it did create that pressure for us कि यार पैसे क्या अगर हम लोग जीते नहीं जाएंगे तो क्या करेंगे. So that was one important thing because we were going very openly to the players. हम लोग players को बहुत freedom दिया था. We said, dude, just play your game, win or lose doesn't matter. So that worked actually for us.
Achha, Anna, you will agree that ISL also involved a lot of scheduling tension. Anna, कभी तुझे लगा कि shit यार ये मैंने क्यों लिया यार? I know I'm not in for the money. I know I'm only for the statistical models. Why the hell did I take this up? When did you feel like this?
But there are a lot of times you will do that. You will actually feel bad, sorry for yourself कि यार मैंने कहाँ पे आ गया. But at the end of the day, यार once a team wins, right? A match खेलते हो and then the team wins, your team wins. It gives you a lot of satisfaction that whatever you have done is worth it.
So yeah, same question for you. Yeah. You are managing 4 teams and many more players and many emotions. Did you ever feel कि यार ये क्यों लिया यार?
No, so just because I love sports, so I knew what I was getting into, and so there's 7 matches per sport, and we have 10 sports over here. So Diathlon को छोड़ के सब में 7 is about 64 matches, and हर बार कुछ होता है कि my alum is now can't fly out during the basketball match. One of the alums, his flight got delayed, and he couldn't be on time. So some things happened there also. But overall, because the owners were all really were gelling well together, so they understood each other well, and people were able to accommodate each other. So it turned out well.
I think at this time ISL, so we have alums in our team. Right? They used to tell that previous ISLs were crazy. A lot of fights that happened. I think this was one of the best organized ISLs thanks to the ISL team.
Wow.
And also the ISL owners, other team owners, wherein everybody tried to accommodate each other. I mean that was amazing.
Great. So yeah, any rule you had to twist to accommodate the requests of all these owners, or you went by the book all the time?
So in the Diathlon especially, the owners felt that, and we also felt they shouldn't be running at about 4-5 o'clock because it's now become very hot. So we moved the Diathlon to 6 in the morning. We had swimming first at 6 in the morning, and even I was swimming, and that was way too early for me. I didn't sleep. I just went directly. I knew that it was between the Nizams and Titans. Finally, let's listen to them. Injuries could happen, and as you heard, there were a lot of cramps for 2-3 players, even though we had it at 6-7 in the morning. So if you were to have it at 4, I don't know what else would happen. So I'm glad we changed the rule for that.
Oh wow. All for the better, right? That is the way we evolve as human beings. Okay, what we'll do is we'll take a small song break. So yeah, any song request that you have? Any song that you like particularly?
Yeah, let's go to rock. Let's do zombie.
Yeah, first song, my first English song on the show. Okay,
First English.
Which song?
Zombie.
Oh, Zombie, the Cranberries. Okay, when we come back, we are in conversation with Abhishek Mulu. We will ask more controversial questions about his players, about any bad blood that you have with anybody during this experience, and how many marks have you suffered because of the whole ISL experience, if at all you care. Of course, we are in conversation with Surya and Mulu as well, coming up only on ISB Radio. You're with Shresth and Vidyasagar on the radio. Rock song का तो मजा ही कुछ और है, and that's the whole idea of a request show. Folks, remember, we're speaking to Surya, we're speaking to Anna, and after that we're going to speak to a star spouse. Here we go. Next question for Surya and Anna.
यार इतना तुम लोग ने कितना तुम लोग का टोटल किट अभी सूर्या मेंशन वाज 30 lakhs 27 lakhs तुम लोग ने टीम्स को वापस दे दिया.
Yes.
3 लाख का करा क्या है?
तो यार 3 लाख का सबसे पहले
बताओ कि मारा कितना.
अरे यार अकाउंटेबिलिटी में
अकाउंटेबिलिटी ये देखो यहाँ पे एक और खुलासा यहाँ पे 3 लाख की कोई अकाउंटेबिलिटी नहीं है.
मतलब मैं हूँ यहाँ पे डिफेंड करने के लिए. So यार 30 lakhs होते ही realize यार it's a big amount. So first thing we did, 3 lakhs was our operational expense budget. First thing we did was return 1 lakh directly back to the owners, and Anna is here as proof. Me and my team decided that we budgeted 3 lakhs might not be required, so we sponsored the jerseys for all the teams. Wow. And we gave them back 1 lakh. So this should have been marketed a bit more. So 25,000 to each team for their jerseys were returned back instantly. So अब 2 लाख बच गए हमारे. 2 लाख में से we also gave MVP awards, the MVP cash awards given to all the 4 MVPs.
First time this has happened?
No, the previously also happened. Again, I don't know what they did, how much they gave last year, but everything, so 4 MVPs for, there was a male MVP, women's MVP,
I think
staff,
this time the number of awards or more
number of awards. And I spoke to a lot of alums from last time. They didn't have like students would referee themselves. We called professional referees. There are a lot of expenditure there. So that's where here accountability over. And एक funny story में you said, like you said 30 lakhs आ गए. As soon as the auctions got over, so Notian bought an iPhone. And उसके 2 days बाद I bought one more iPhone. I bought an iPhone myself. तो लोग आके बोलने लगे ऑक्शन हो गए, 30 lakhs होती है, दोनों एक आईफोन खरीद लिए, इसमें कुछ गड़बड़ दिख रहा है हमें. So that's one story I wanted to share, but नहीं तो accountability जैसे अन्ना ने बोला, I'm sure now.
अभी भाई बताएंगे कि 18 लाख मिल गए यार. 18 लाख का क्या करोगे? वो भी 1.5 लाख में रामकी से काफी ज्यादा ऑलरेडी. हाँ मतलब वो 1.5 लाख तो मतलब फ्री मनी हो गया. बताओ 18 लाख का क्या किया
यार? पहला तो जिस ओनर ने जितना डाला है उसको उतना मिलेगा, और probably a little bit extra also. We haven't decided how much return it would be, but yeah, since we have won it and it's all because of the players. So we are planning to do something for the players.
पैसे दे रहे हो?
पता नहीं यार, अभी तक. So some gifts, some maybe monetary, I don't know. It's on record, yes, because it's all because of the players we won Titans. So we're going to do that, and it's going to be happening soon. And there's going to be a big party.
Titans की पार्टी ड्यू है.
Yes.
And that is a good question here. So yeah, एक चीज बोलो. As an administrator, do you think some of the players also deserve some cash award for the spirit, for the performance, anything like that? Do you think you will recommend this to the next class and so on? Because remember, यहाँ पर बिना कोई monetary incentive के people are flying down, alums are flying down, people are practicing like crazy and going and performing only for the team to win. Okay, do you think there is case for institutionalizing awards, cash awards for players as we go by?
No, so I think sports is one thing where people don't really care about money over here and in college. Most of the sportsmen, अगर तुम देखे, everyone had come for the passion of sports.
ऐसा है भैया.
Money, any of the
रेडियो से उम्मीद दूर नहीं सकता ना, इसके लिए ऐसा नाम है सर, वही ना
यार. Everybody who ran now, what were they doing?
सूर्या का ये जवाब सुनने के बाद यहाँ पे 3 लोग और हैं, तीनों के चेहरे.
I'm talking about the next class. Do you think passion can increase with monetary incentives?
It definitely can, but money needs to come from somewhere, and if the investors are putting in money, they need to be rewarded first, definitely. And this is, I told you, we had a big expenditure, so there were more number of awards given this year. Obviously, not everybody could get monetary benefit out of it, but I'm sure they got what they were looking for when they decided to play for the ISL.
एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन पूछता हूँ मैं दोनों को. वन वर्ड एसोसिएशन में सब लोग से पूछे चले जा रहा हूँ, राइट? I will give you one word, and you guys have to simultaneously, right? Say the first word which comes to your mind when you hear that one word, right? ISL.
Money.
Players.
क्या simultaneously
वो तो उसको शक्ल देख रहा था क्या बोलूं right?
money for players, basically the message is money for players. Okay, very well done. दूसरा question हो जाए.
और MVP.
Arnav.
तुम दोनों के दोनों Arnav पे यार. And then अगर if you guys were ever given an option to do it again, would you do it?
Definitely. I knew I was.
But there's one thing here. So ISL is for people who want to own it and who are in the current batches. Alam se aake, unless you want to spend some more time here in campus planning to do all these things, very difficult. And it's not about the money again. I'm telling you once again, if you go about the money, this is not a good experience. You have to play it for the passion. You have to play it for what you want to manage teams and etc. Otherwise, पैसों के लिए तो खेलना बहुत अच्छा नहीं रहता है.
And just to add to that, so if you see the amount of alum interaction that you also have current students because of the ISL, there's so much of alum interaction that's happening every day and more on an informal basis also, and you can go and approach them much easier. I think that also increases, and I agree with Anna that it's not only about the money. If you ask the teams that came third and fourth, they also had a very good experience. And I agree with Anna.
Okay, Anna, last question बोला लेकिन अभी और question अंदर से उमड़ रहे हैं. Any funny story that you have that you want to talk about?
So we have in Titans, we have two of the laziest people in ISB. And people will kill me now. One is Tarun and the other is Prithvi. Okay. So these two people are so for us we actually split sports. Actually, one person has to take care of one sport. So Prithvi was taking care of cricket, okay, and Tarun was taking care of basketball. So both of them had won their respective waves. We don't know how. One of the most laziest people on campus. And I'll have to tell you a funny story. So there was the first cricket match that happened with Bulls for us. So the before night there was a party that was happening and Meghna's party. So we were trying to ensure that no players drink because
every match was at 6 a.m.
Yeah, 6 a.m. So पृथ्वी गया पार्टी में सब लोगों को बोलता रहा प्लेयर्स को कि मत पियो भेज दिया थोड़ी देर के बाद वो खुद पीता रहा ठीक है एंड सुबह उठा नहीं मैच में प्लेयर सब लोग आ गए लेकिन स्पॉट नहीं आया ठीक है वो क्या कहा पृथ्वी जाके सो रहा है क्यों सो रहा है गौरव ने उसको बोला कि अरे यार तेरे आंखें लाल है तू सो जा पूरा उसमें सो गया एंड द फनी पार्ट इज रोहित नायर वाज मेसेजिंग हिम कि स्कोर अपडेट देने के लिए वो क्या करता रहा मुझे मैसेज करता रहा स्कोर के लिए सो दैट ही ensuring that he is not at the ground, but then he's available to updates and all. But there was one
in Prithvi's defense, he did not turn up for that day's ultimate and cricket match, and those are the two games where we lost.
Yes.
Okay? उसके बाद वो जब आया, हम लोग हमेशा जीते.
Yes, I have to give it to that.
So he's like a lucky lazy mascot. Lucky lazy LLM is Prithvi. अच्छा, do you want to see बहुत सारे players थे? We think you've got 68 players in the team. You want to talk about a particular sport, a particular set of players to our alums. This is a great chance.
Yes, I would want to. So basically, I just want to. I mean, there are all the players are very special to me, and all the players have contributed really well. I would want to start with the women players because we did have after the beginning of the players, we did have very few women players, but they played multiple roles in helping us in on sports. Even the sports they didn't know, they learned it during this ISL journey, and they actually participated and played for us. So Neha, I would say Pooja, I would say Akanksha, these are our stars, okay, and not to say Kanchugi who was for squash. I would say these are one of the stars of Titans. And again, alums, I would have to respect Sahil Mathur, Vishwa and Fasa was an energy bank, and there's a thing to it. Fasa and his brother, whenever they come for the matches, we won the matches.
Wow, so lucky charm.
Lucky charm, and the record hasn't been broken from the last year. So again, I just wanted to tell you a few names based on the sports. Volleyball, you would say it's Guru, Amit and Aman. Football, one of the most people who have been ignored because Amay and Akshay, these are strikers. You always see the goals, but you also see the people who actually stop the goals. Gaj, Hamid, these people were awesome defending for us, and we were one of the best defending teams in ISB Titans, and we won because of them. Okay, Abhinay Joshi as football goalkeeper. Again, coming to basketball, you have Tarun, Arnav, Fasa, and Neha. Frisbee, the very own Vidya. And we have one of the special persons who actually picked up very well and contributed more, Amit there, Amit Kumar. Cricket, you have Ramnik, who was our MVP for it, and Swaroop was there, he was the captain, and Sahil Mittal was a surprise for everybody, our alum. And Hamid took some awesome catches over there and ensured that we won the cricket for us. Again, duathlon was a killer. I would say that the spirit comes in here, So we had an alum who came in, Fluent Sanchit, who was there. He initially, when he started running, he got a cramp. He couldn't run, but he ensured he ran 4.4 kilometers with that cramp to ensure that at least he gave us a chance to
and then Hamid sealed it for us.
And Hamid and AK sealed it for us. And I would again saying that AK hasn't never run before. She started off 2 to 3 weeks before this. Because we had one of the alums who weren't coming, and AK took it up on herself. She participated, she practiced, and then she ensured that she did it. So these are all our superstars, and many more superstars like TT. We have Bhaskar and Deepak.
I think the co-owners' wives also played a very big role and all that.
Oh yeah. So again, our Kashish, I would say Rohit Raj's wife, she was always there for us. She was always ensuring that she is there. And she is ensuring that Rohit is on time for the matches. and I will. There's something which I have to tell about the co-owners, because we were a bunch of people who came together. We wanted to buy a team. We didn't know what we need to do, but then everybody took up their role properly. So one wanted to get TPS Pop for football. He said, "Give me that. I'll take care of it." Ashish was there. Ashish said, "Okay, I know squash. I know tennis. I'll ensure that we win it." So duathlon he was taking care. So we had the Lady Lux, we had Ranjana and Pooja as co-owners. They did their job pretty well. We had Abhay who took care of Frisbee for us. And what we thought, and I would say coming to the statistical models, we have Saurav who created the model sheet for us to help our players bidding. So these are the owners who helped us. And they did their part pretty well. We had our differences in throughout the match. We had Sunil who was helping us with our sponsorship, and he was there for us every time. If not for him, it would have been very difficult for the finances for us. So Sunil, though he didn't sponsor from Hazel, he got the sponsorship.
One word for the other teams. AK Vadbona.
I mean, thank you for having a great ISL. I would say
fantastic.
All the teams, Hurricanes, Nizams, and Bulls. I really thank you for the spirit that you showed. And
one word.
There's one disappointment I would take out of this. ISL, as much as it creates a lot of friendships, it also creates a lot of strained relationships, because at some point of time in some match you will have a request from the other team there, but then you cannot accommodate it because you have to stand by your players.
So you want no hard feelings.
So there will be some kind of feelings of bad blood that start between, but I really hope that those don't continue. So that's something which I don't want to do.
Surya, your final thoughts, your final words, any thank yous or any shout outs to your team? Anybody?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you to first Indro, Rupen, Pratyush, Dev, Karan, everyone for helping organize a lot of scheduling issues. So Gaurav, Indro and Rupen took care of that. Owners had a lot of issues in that, but they knew how to handle it. So thank you guys.
Yeah, very good. All right then. Thank you so much.
गाना बताते जा.
यार हम लोग जीते हैं तो I am going for We Are the Titans. So please play that.
Alright, so that was Anna and Surya leaving. और निकालो यार इनको, बहुत देर से बोला चला जा रहा है.
Thanks guys, and Shresth, you're doing a great job for the first time.
बोलने के लिए बोल के रुके.
अबे रुक जा, मेरे को thank you बोला यार. ना तो क्या है? फिर से बोला.
Oh my God. So Shresth is doing a great job, first time RJ, and thank you Vidya and Shresth for inviting me. All the best for the show.
All right. So
thank you guys.
25 days. Let's relive our what do I say, 360 or 340 days back.
There's one thing, I'm glad that ISL is over. I have 2 more weeks to.
Hey, bye, बस हो गया तेरा, बस हो गया.
वो शादी की बात कर रहा है, 18 में अभी पता नहीं किधर हनीमून में जाने वाला करके. Hitesh, if you're tuned in, we are calling you right away, talking about your experience as a spouse. When we come back after this song, we are the Titans. Remember the Titans, as we say. Good night, God bless to Anna and Surya.